Jeff Howe from The Athletic Boston is with us. He's been our Patriots Insider throughout this season, which has been great. But you've also written a book, which we haven't had the opportunity to really talk about and dig into yet. You wrote it with Scott Zolak. I'll just start it. It's If These Walls Could Talk.
New England Patriots.
No, isn't there more than that? Like inside stories from the locker room, the press box, the Route 1 to Gillette Stadium.
It's a long title.
Listen, it took a long time to put together. Zoe brought some insights from days of old.
Yeah.
You brought a lot of really good insights from all the time that you've been covering the team. Take me through what you learned about the franchise and what you enjoyed about the process.
Well, the thing that we didn't want to do is we didn't want to just tell we didn't want to put a normal history book together. I mean, those have been written countless times about the Patriots by local, national, every writer's had their Patriots book. We wanted to be able to inflect our personalities. Me and Zoe, even though I'm a little quieter than Zoe because we all are, I think we have similar personalities, and we wanted to make sure that the reader had as fun of a time to read these stories as we possibly could, give them that opportunity to have. And again, we followed a timeline of over the last 25 years, but we didn't do it like, oh, this is what happened in this season. It was just, hey, let's string together the best anecdotes that we could come up with and just sort of, bring the narrative together. And, it started with Zoe's arrival in Foxborough to a rinky-dink high school stadium, and, has cold shower water and, all this other, it was just a hot mess. And he was like, wait a second, I thought this was the NFL. I thought I made it, and here I am at a place where, I had a better facility at my high school. And it sort of starts there, and then, you get through Bill Parcells and the Drew Bledsoe chapters, and Bledsoe wrote the foreword, which I think is worth the price of admission in itself. And just started to string it together. Got Robert Kraft for a long time for his chapter, which I was really proud of. The Brady chapter, a lot of untold stories about Brady, which I thought was, I'm most proud of with the book, because that's another guy who's been so well covered. So we just had as much fun as we possibly could have trying to get these stories on the page.
You have to ride that fine line, though, between, oh, is this something I could really bring to the public or not? How do you make that decision about whether a story is truly for the public consumption?
It's not hard, because if I think it's worth telling, and look, I still have to go in the locker room, so I still go down there every single day. So if I put something out there that I wasn't proud of, I would have to answer for it. So everything that we put down there, look, everybody at Gillette Stadium knows who Scott Zolak is. I've been down there for 10 years, so I know I'm comfortable. I have to be comfortable with putting this stuff out there. Plus, this is all well-sourced stuff, whether it's on the record or off. It's stuff that I'm comfortable, again, putting out there.
Is there anybody from the era when the team wasn't so successful that after you talked to them or heard stories about them, you say to yourself, man, that guy deserved to be on these winning teams?
I think the first thing, I'm not going to hit the Wayback Machine on this one, but Logan Mankins always comes to mind, because
of course,
that guy got screwed more than any Patriot in the Bill Belichick era ever. He shows up as a first-round pick in 2005, so after they win 3 of 4, and gets traded at the end of training camp in 2014. The guy bridged the entire abyss of the championship drought. And as Bill Belichick has said time and time again, the best offensive lineman he's ever coached, and the guy doesn't get a ring out of it.
It's really unreal. All right, If These Walls Could Talk, with a lot that comes after that. Written by Jeff Howe and Scott Zolak. It's from Triumph Books. It's in a great series of books that follow the same formula, and they found great writers with great insights and great access to these teams to do it. So I enjoyed what I have read so far, and you can enjoy it too. Where can people find it?
Bookstores, as long as my mom hasn't bought them all at that particular store. Amazon, the Triumph website, it's all over the internet. So buy a copy or 12.